Why do y'all think so many marriages end in divorce nowadays? Or it has been for a while now, right? For decades. I'm not sure how many decades, but I think there are more marriages that end in divorce than there are successful marriages that last a lifetime, when we all know that marriage is supposed to be for life. And I'm not attempting to get into statistics and all of that. Like, I don't care about that. We all know that a lot of people are divorced or single, and being either divorced or single is just an unhappy thing, and it damages the family, the children, and all of that, right? The biggest reason, and I know a lot of people aren't going to want to hear this, but you have to, if you're a rational person and you pay attention to things that are going on, and you remember your childhood, growing up, stuff like that, then you know that the biggest reason for divorce is sex before marriage, right? Because practicing abstinence and just keeping your body sacred, being dignified, those things aren't really being taught in the household anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's not. And it's kind of crazy, because if you want your child to be truly successful in life, among everything else, being healthy and of sound mind, then you don't want them to have the experience, which is just trauma, of having multiple partners before they get married. Like forget what the ignorant, idiotic people say, and those people that are usually controlled by their impulses, their feelings, and stuff like that. Forget what they say when they say that, you should get some experience. And no. If the majority of households actually taught their children to practice abstinence and to focus on, as we say, focus on the money, like everything else is going to be there, right? Focus on your career or what it is you want to do with your life. Like make that your primary endeavor. Sex will be there, and it should be there when you choose to be with someone for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? God made one woman for one man. You know what I'm saying? Like, forget what the people after that chose to do. You know what I'm saying? God made one woman for one man. Whether people went out and chose to exercise their free will by having multiple women, you know what I'm saying, and all of that, that's different. That's not what God told us to do. It's not. You know what I'm saying? This is just as important for sons as it is for the daughters. You know what I'm saying? But it's particularly important for the daughters. You know what I'm saying? We all know how a woman's body is made. You know what I mean? Like, the woman's been entered. You know what I'm saying? And we know that. You know what I'm saying? Therefore, there should only be one man that has that pleasure of being able to please her, and she should only be used to that one man. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't that make way more sense? You know what I mean? But if she's been experienced and exposed to all of these different dudes or these different guys, whether it's 2 or 20 or 200, because I see some wild stuff on the internet these days. Don't you realize that every time a man ejaculates inside of that woman, and he got all these different guys, like, he's leaving a part of himself inside of her, and that stays with her forever. Like, that's absorbed into the bloodstream. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's absorbed into the body. You know what I mean? Like that's not going anywhere. He's becoming a part of her DNA. You know what I'm saying? And so whatever traumas and issues he may be dealing with, like, she's now taking that on top of whatever trauma they went through in the relationship, from just being in a relationship. You know what I mean? And now she's going to carry that into her next relationship. And then people wonder, like, why does this keep happening? Why is it this cycle? It's because in the homes, things just aren't being preached and taught the way that they should be. You know what I'm saying? And the best way to teach is by example, not by just speaking verbally. You gotta lead by example. So moms and dads are having people in and out of the house, or even just having people, period, on the phone and all of that. Like, you're not setting the right example, because a lot of the times children can feel the truth, whether you're lying to them or not. You know what I'm saying? Like children are more in tune with the spirit than adults will ever be, because they're more pure of heart. You know what I'm saying? These are things that people need to not necessarily adhere to, but just accept, like, this is the way that God made us, and we need to get back to God. Y'all, people need to get back to God, because I walk the straight and narrow more than the best I can most days. You know, I mean, it doesn't mean that I don't slip up sometimes as far as just not being as patient as I should be. That's the thing that I deal with the most is patience. But I'm very strict on myself. I don't mean that I beat up on myself, but I'm very strict on myself, you know? And because I'm strict on myself, it encourages me to hold people to a certain standard. I hold myself way higher than the standard that I hold people outside of myself to. You know what I'm saying? And my children know that, you know? And I just want the best for them. So it's like, if you want the best for your children, then hey, you're telling them the best things to do. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to encourage them to go out and get a bunch of experience. It's only going to be a detriment to their future. You know what I mean? Or get any experience like that. Like encouraging dating and hey, wear a condom and all of this. Like, encourage them to be abstinent, period. So that they have a good life, a good future. You know what I mean? And they can save that sex, that goodness, for the person that truly deserves it, instead of giving it to somebody that don't even know how to appreciate it, because in their household too, they weren't taught the same values, and they don't hold the same morals or have a high moral standard as they should. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna make this super long, but that's the biggest culprit to divorce.